intro! I've been up since 4 a.m. I've been waiting 8 hours to play D&D.
Really?
Jesus.
What? Okay.
I woke up at 10, well rested. Welcome to Dice at Dawn, the only tabletop podcast that will pay you 20 golden alimony every month and take full custody of the kids. I'm DMing today, me, Mads. This one-shot is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game in a different setting, Nerion, which I'm hoping will pop up maybe now and again. And we have John Mallari as Duran Arnielle.
Hello.
C.W. Drescher as Brand Thokk Gall.
Hey.
Morty Foster as Aegytha.
Hello.
And Farris as Jenin the Wondrous. Very enthusiastic.
Hell yeah.
I've been hitting this nondescript energy drink real hard.
Brandless.
Nondescript.
Featureless energy.
Are we actually ready?
Yes.
Yes, for real.
We're ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Mads, I guess the real question right now, Mads, is are you ready?
That is a question.
I'll never be ready. This was your dream, Mom. Okay.
I
here we go.
believe in you.
The world of Nerion is a vast land brimming with adventure and excitement. What the hell would we be doing here if it wasn't? Between the war-torn tundra of the hinterlands, the magical land of Zodia, and the corrupt land of Ix, lies the prosperous continent of Pentatonia, and far away from the exciting hustle and bustle of Pentaton City, in the peaceful rolling hillsides of Greenwind, is this fucking dump. Benevolence! Do you possess the mental faculties to write in silence? I'm just trying to encourage you by involving you in my journaling experience. Genko, didn't your therapist tell you that journaling would be good for you? That's none of your business! This conversation that's happening at the table behind you is quickly drowned out by raucous laughter coming from a group of drunken farmhands who have sat down at the table adjacent in this tavern that you're all sitting in. But the kid is right, this place is kind of a dump. If I were to call Dung Meadow a trading hub, I'd feel inclined to apologize to real trading hubs, like Greenport and Emberspire. But it is a hub to the people who live in this particular corner of the middle of nowhere. Well, it's not unheard of for this tavern, Meadows Enclave, to play host to adventurers like you on their way to someplace far more important. The most common folk who come in here are the people who work on the farms in the land surrounding, as well as the local folks who live in Dung Meadow proper. On a hot, breezeling night like this, breezeling is like Friday, except we had to use a fancy word because this is a fantasy universe, where most folk have the next day off, this tavern gets quite busy. You're all stopping here on your way to Zodia, which is the neighboring country known for its magical prowess, in order to deepen the knowledge of your respective magical crafts, with maybe the exception of Duran, who seeks a more spiritual knowledge. You do have some time to kill. Maybe you can find something interesting to do in this town. Very classic, you're all sitting at a tavern, who could have guessed? What does this table look like? You want to go around the room?
So Aegytha is a Triton. She's about 5'6". She has pale, silvery blue skin, a smooth bald head, and a strong nose. Her eyes are very big. Fish eyes, if you know the term. And they are black with yellow pupils, and she kind of is hunched over. She has rings on her huge tusks that are so big that she can't close her mouth. And her coat is kind of like folded over in a way where it looks like the waves of the ocean. And she's got gold and silver jewelry, and the suit kind of glitters. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Brand is a 8-foot tall, very, very muscular, kind of looks like a bodybuilder orc. He is wearing this very shiny plate mail. He has a long, flowing blue cape and kind of a furred hood around him. He has a thick iron ring that has 3 columns in it, and he's kind of exuding like this friendly aura.
All right.
So, starting with them is this very chill but very bizarre werewolf monk guy named Duran Arnielle. He is 7 feet tall, and has sort of the trim, the lithe anatomy of like a canine, with like the limbs and the paws, but still in a humanoid sort of stance and stature. He has like an ash gray coat of fur and wears a simple but well kept monk garbs of a sleeveless gi and matching pants. They're baggy at the upper part, but then taper off around the ankle. And it's of varying colors of silver and gray. And though he's like a big, scary, intimidating animal guy, he moves pretty gracefully and is very reserved and deliberate, sort of like a gymnast or acrobat in the way, but gentle also in the way he moves his limbs. Right now he's a wolf, but he can pretty much just change back into human form whenever. It's not a big deal. Well, it makes people scared sometimes, but he doesn't care.
Jenin the Wondrous is a well-groomed wizard of some renown, you think. He's told you, and he's given you his card at least 3 to 4 times. He wears a black, well-made suit with a white bow tie and white undershirt. They have a big, funny little magic hat that is, well, to say the least, tacky, but to say the most, very classic. They have slicked back, greasy hair and, the complexion of a human. They appear to be twirling a dice between their fingers, slamming it down on the table and looking over to their compatriot opposite of them. Aegytha, would you like to play a game of chance?
Oh, yeah, I love a game. What's this game? I've never seen it.
I toss the dice over to Aegytha. 6-sided dice, each side, about a 17% chance of landing on any of them. We each say a number different from the other, and we bet on it, yes? And if it lands on a number different from what we bet, it goes into the pot in the middle, and we keep going until it lands on one of our guessed numbers. Sound like fun?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is my natural deception? 12, 13, 14. Right. My natural deception's 19. Unless you want me to roll an active deception.
Great question. Oh my god. I guess if you don't know that he's doing it, then it shouldn't be a contest. I think that if you were going head to head, then it could be like a contest. I think if they don't know that you're being suspicious, then it's like a passive thing.
It's just a normal ass dice. Appears to be.
Just a normal ass die.
He pushes the dice over to Aegytha. I'll even let you roll. And he flicks a gold coin out into the center. My bet is on number 1.
I pick 3.
All right.
What? And I point to Duran. What do you pick?
Can I pick up the dice and look at it? Or the dice?
Yes.
Yeah, here you go. She hands it.
This is a weird little trinket you have here. I've never seen a dice like this.
It's a 6-sided dice.
Oh, I thought it was big. My bad. Yeah, what's up with that? They're usually like 20 or 12 or something.
Well, and I pluck the dice from your little furry hands. This dice was, custom made. They have 6 sides.
Oh, well, it's pretty.
It is
That's
pretty.
cool.
It actually is
What's
quite a
it
pretty
look like?
dice. It appears to be made out of a white pearl with golden inline.
Although, it seems to be overdoing it just for a die. Who would bother with these such needlessly intricate designs?
Listen, luck needs to be courted.
Hmm,
You must tell the lady that you appreciate her,
right.
that you love her, and
Yeah.
you want her assistance. So you pick dice that are pretty, and you roll them to get the side you want.
Okay.
Like I said, luck must be courted. And I am a master of seduction when it comes to luck.
Yep. Yeah, I bet you really pull.
I roll the dice back over to Aegytha. So, are you in or are you out, Duran?
It's Duran. And 5, please. Yeah, I'll go for 5.
All
Five's a good number.
Aegytha points to the last member of our party and goes, I'm sorry, I forget your name, but do you want to play?
I'm not a gambler, thank you. I'll head to the bar.
that's okay. Anyways, and then she
So,
rolls the die.
It was a 1, a 3, and a 6.
A 1, a 3, and a
I
5.
would say a 1, a 3, and a 5. Okay. All right. Mads?
Am I rolling for Aegytha?
Yeah, you do like a DM roll, I suppose.
Okay.
And check the DM, yeah.
Okay. So
Because
I'm rolling.
I sent you a message.
Oh. I closed Discord on my computer.
Cool. Cool.
It's a secret.
Fine.
Okay. So Aegytha chose 3, Jenin chose 1, Duran chose 5, and the die rolls. You want me to say?
Yeah.
Okay. The die rolls a 6.
Oh, looks like we gotta run another round. And I flick another
Oh.
coin into the middle.
Dear God.
Nice. Aegytha puts another coin in the middle.
Are you guys playing with gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
The pot is now
Damn,
6
alright.
gold.
Okay.
High stakes game here.
All right, I'm going to guess 1 again.
All right.
What will you guess on, Aegytha?
I'm gonna go for 4. It looks nice.
5 again, if that's okay with you.
All
1,
right.
4, and 5.
Yeah.
And it rolls a 2.
Yeah.
That's not my number.
1 more round.
Yeah, okay. I like this game.
Number 1. Once more.
I'm gonna pick,
Pot is now 9 gold.
6.
I'm sticking with 5. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
And it rolls a 1.
God damn it.
Oh, no.
Looks like Lady Luck loves me once more. And I slide all 9 gold over to myself.
Ah.
Oh, that's
that-
okay. I already have a girlfriend.
Oh, tell me more about this lucky little lady.
Oh, I had no idea. Tell me.
She's really tall.
Hot. Yeah.
That is my favorite aspect of a one, really.
Yeah. She's also a god.
What? A god?
Yeah. Yeah,
On that
I met her
note,
at the
we're gonna-
bottom of the ocean.
He's just like, yeah, my girlfriend's a god. Then we immediately cut to Brand.
Yeah, let's do
What the
it.
fuck?
All right. So Bran goes to the barkeep. The barkeep she's a little gnome. She's sitting on a stool. She kind of like hops up and down of the various stools that she's set behind the bar for herself.
Oh.
She's like cleaning a glass when Brand walks up and she says, "Hi, what can I do for you?"
Oh my god, I love her.
I would like some a round of ale for my friends and a meal for all of us, please.
Sure, honey. What kind of meals you want?
Well, what do you have?
We got like roast potatoes. We got mashed potatoes. We got French fries, but they're not really fried that great, to be honest with you. They're not that good here. Got a lot of potatoes.
Do you have any meat?
Not often. I think we got some like beef jerky in the back. It's a lot of farm land around here. None animals can come very often.
I'll take Can I get a platter with all 3 different kinds of potatoes, please?
All right, sure, honey. And she goes in the back and she like tells the guy some stuff, and she comes back out and she starts cleaning the glasses
The
again.
only slab of meat around here is you.
And she says, "You guys just got in here this morning, right? I didn't see you last night at the big angry mob we had."
Angry mob. Tell me more.
Yeah, it was so exciting. We never get angry mobs here. It was so interesting. You know, we've had a couple of people go missing, you know. It's not very common around here, people go missing. And then, so we went looking for them, and we found their bodies drained of blood next to this old mansion. Nobody ever goes in there because we think it's all, like, rotten and falling apart. You know, all the kids are going to get injured in there, but we can't pay anyone to clear it out. But anyways, we found these guys. They were drained of blood. We went in there to see what was going on. Wouldn't you know it, someone had moved in, and it was a vampire. So we locked him up. We arrested him. Now he's in jail. It was so exciting. Everyone had pitchforks and torches. It was so fun. You should have seen it.
Bran has, like, this progressively more horrified look on his face. And he says, wow, that is, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that it was the vampire that it was. He looked a little boring. When we first saw that people were going missing, I was kind of hoping that Ragonk was the vampire. Ugh, he's so cute. He could drain me of all my blood any day.
Right, Ragnar. Right. Well, I'm sure he's very handsome.
He sure is. Anyways, I'm gonna go check on those potatoes for you.
Thanks. Ugh.
Bran turns around and Jenin is right there.
Uh,
Wow.
you,
And you look back at the table and Jenin is also right there.
you caught all that?
Yeah. Vampires? You want to know what that sounds like to me? You want to know what that smells like to me? And he kind of like makes a gesture towards his nose. Sounds like a motherfucking adventure.
I was just thinking the exact same thing.
He starts rubbing his hands together.
How about after we have our, and he holds up two fingers and makes quotation marks. After our dinner, how about we go check out that mansion, see if there's anything else in there.
All right, so she brings out a very large platter, like replete with potatoes. There's plenty of potatoes, but you each get like 2 strips of beef jerky to go alongside it.
That's better than nothing, thank you. I put out the platter and I say, we got roasted potatoes, we got mashed potatoes, we got fried potatoes.
Oh my god.
And we got
This is
some
the
jerky.
most potatoes I've ever seen in my whole life.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
You've seen more potatoes than this?
Grew up on a potato farm.
That's crazy.
I just pick up a fry and stick it in my mouth. How is it?
It's like it's like hard in the middle, and it's not fried well on the outside. They didn't use enough oil.
Yeah. Alright. I think I'll just take one of the roasted potatoes and just take a fucking bite out of it.
Aegytha very gently picks up some mashed potatoes with her hand and eats them in one bite.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and tell everybody about the vampire story that I just heard. And I'm gonna say, how about, and Jenin thinks this is a good idea,
I do.
well, let's go over to that mansion after we eat all of these potatoes, or a portion of these potatoes that we're happy with eating, and check it out.
Jenin slides their potatoes over to Aegytha,
I will eat all these.
reaches into their coat and pulls out a sandwich,
You've had that all.
and just starts eating it.
Yeah, I'll have a couple of spoonfuls of mash.
Which one of you would know things about vampires?
I was about to say, wait, in character, I was about to be like, I have never seen a vampire. I have never heard of that. What is it?
I have intimate knowledge of vampires, actually.
Oh, can you tell me about a vampire?
They're cold to the touch, but hot damn do they get warm to you.
I don't know what that means.
I'd like to make a check to know about vampires. I guess maybe like a history or religion check. Brad's level 12. He's from the hinterlands, but he's been getting around. So you know what? He probably went through Greywall, which has a vampire in it, I think, or 2.
Okay, do a history check.
He's my big guy.
You're big guy.
Bring out the big guns, big cheese.
The big man on campus.
Jenin knows all the secret little spots that you can poke a vampire to disable.
That was a natural 1.
Ah,
Oh,
he's a genius, right?
First roll of the game.
It's really cool that they locked up a vampire in the jail. Like, wow, that's really awesome. Jenin, do you know things about vampires?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna roll my history check. So that is a 23.
A little better.
All right.
Man, I hope they don't have any windows in that jail cell, or bars that are larger than the width of a bat, perhaps, or mist. They can turn to mist, you know.
Oh, I can't do that.
Good night.
Yeah, you've never heard of a vampire getting arrested. What the hell?
Yeah, and I mean, vampires do some whack shit. Well, I'll keep him anonymous for now, but me and him, we went on the town. Goodness gracious, those guards could not keep us in one place. They tried. They failed, and it was great foreplay.
You
Awful
know
choice of
you
words.
knew a vampire?
Not a couple.
Uh-huh.
I hate vampires. Always creeping around, wringing their little hands, baring their fangs.
Hey, that's a stereotype.
It's like if you're gonna be a monster, just show it. Just be the one. Out in the open, you know.
I got pretty big teeth.
None of this weird lurking in the shadows, big castle shit. Ugh.
Come
Ugh,
on, you don't need to
hate it.
gatekeep being a monster.
I know. I have lived experience, sir. So I know a little more about the topic.
I think Duran is entitled to his opinion.
I don't think Duran here is the fucking gatekeeper of monsterhood.
I don't know what any of this means.
No matter how much experience he has being an oversized dog.
It just might help our
hey.
respectability if they conducted themselves a little better, you know?
I don't give a shit.
Everybody relax.
I am relaxed.
Duran?
Yeah.
Perhaps you shouldn't be so judgmental. Jenin, he's entitled to his opinion. Alright?
Oh, no, of course.
Look, I'm open to talking with any vampire who wants to change my mind.
Then let's go to the jail and speak to this vampire who doesn't know shit about turning into mist.
That is curious. Like, can't they just walk right out? They can go through walls, right? Is that part of it?
They can do a lot of things, and clearly this is a young vampire who doesn't know any of it.
Ah, a newborn.
Now that I think about it, I'm not sure if the Vanguard will let us just waltz into the jail and let us talk.
I've visited a jail before. It's not that hard.
Jenin flips open a little piece of paper and begins writing on it, and I'm going to be casting illusory script with a bottle of ink that costs 10 gold. And I'm going to write up a little note from a very well-renowned adventurers guild saying that we are going to be conducting an investigation on the local vampire outbreak.
Nice.
Oh, maybe from...
Perhaps Ember Spire itself, you know?
Oh.
Wow. That's serious, if it's from them.
And then I kind of like flip the paper back and forth to let it dry. Yeah, we can do whatever the fuck we want with this baby right here. And I kind of like pull it taut a few times to show it off.
Oh, you can do that too?
What are you holding? I don't understand.
Can you read?
I can read.
That's, I don't think that's legal.
Well...
It's like forgery, right? My friend Tumbleweed could do that.
Oh, you know Tumbleweed?
I do know Tumbleweed. That's my friend.
Small world. Hey, next time you see that little shit, tell him he owes me 20 gold, alright?
Okay, I will.
Listen, this, however, is magical, meaning whatever your friend had going ain't nothing compared to this. And I'm gonna cast... Well, actually, I probably don't need to. Besides, Brand, despite it being not very legal, we're dealing with what is most likely a gathering of a bunch of local farmers that are a bit stronger than the average hand, alright? This is a militia we're dealing with, not reputable guards. I doubt they're even going to fully read this. All we need is to get through the door, and then we can solve all their problems for them. They'll thank us.
I like to solve a problem.
Well, I definitely want to learn more. I suppose it's a necessary evil. Lead the way.
I like to learn new things.
Same here, yeah.
And I like necessary evils. And I fold up the piece of paper. To the prison!
Well, they're preferable to the unnecessary ones, yeah.
Aegytha, on the way out, grabs a fistful of mashed potatoes.
Just eating it like a loaf of bread.
Exactly. She puts a baked one in her pocket.
There is one thing I want to know.
What's that?
Is the beef jerky any good?
No. Oh god, no. You have no idea how long that's been sitting back there for.
Are you gonna eat that?
I'm eating it anyway.
Beef jerky can rot?
Did you know it can get moldy? First-hand experience.
Really?
It was disgusting.
Bran's an orc of the mountains. He doesn't have high standards. He's not a gourmand. As we're going there, actually, I'd like to kind of get a feel for Dung Meadow. Like, are there any other taverns that we could have gone to? Perhaps had better food? Where is the mansion at?
Alright, so I can tell you that the mansion is like Zodia word. You didn't pass it coming in anyway.
So it's to the east?
Right, it's to the east. You step out of the tavern. Well, when you came here this morning, there's not a whole lot here. Like, there's a couple of buildings, like maybe one of them's a house, maybe one of them's a general store, but there's not a whole lot in there. Nothing that a level 12 adventurer would want as the dirt under their shoes. It's really like it's a big deal if you live on one house with like acres of farmland and like this is the biggest town you've ever seen.
Shit, this reminds me of Ohio.
I've never been to Ohio, and I thank God every day that I haven't, but I'm sure it's exactly like Ohio.
It's like a demi-plane in Nerian, you know?
It's an Ohio.
Anyways, you step out of the tavern, and you start making your way to the jail cell, but you don't make it very far before you hear this, like, blood-curdling scream. And they start screaming, Edgar! Edgar, no! And there's this woman.
Did you hear that?
Near her house.
Yeah, I'm sprinting over.
Who is Edward?
Edgar.
Edgar! I'm sorry, I'm not good with names.
It's fine. You just gotta practice before we get over there.
I'm doing my best. It was Edgar.
Edgar.
Say Edgar 30 times, so you don't say Edward to the morning woman, alright?
Okay, and she does it. She says it 30 times. I'm not doing it in real life. That's annoying.
Alright, if I may direct your attention to roll 20.
Oh, I am going to look with my eyes.
I am also looking with my eyes.
You can put yourselves wherever you'd like to put yourselves.
I'm sprinting over to where I heard the crying woman.
And I'll follow behind, but I'm faster. I could outrun him, but I won't.
Pride.
As you're sprinting over, it like your large hulking form moving very quickly distracts him and the woman starts running. So she's safe. But you can roll initiative if you'd like to. You don't have to, but you could. Like if you wanted to. You don't have to.
Okay.
It felt like it.
Do we roll initiative or not, Madison?
I mean, you could.
I
You
think
could.
I will.
If you wanted to, but you
Is it
don't have
okay?
I got
Can
a
I?
20.
Yeah, you should.
I will.
You should roll initiative.
If you don't mind.
If you don't mind. Like you could, but you don't have to.
Thanks, Madison, for making this the most stressful initiative roll.
I got a 20.
Before anything happens, can I just shout, "What's going on here?"
Edgar looks at you like
It's him. You must be, fuck, what was it? Aegytha, what was the name?
Edgar!
Edgar, it's him.
Give a pat on Aegytha's shoulder. Nice work.
Thank you. I tried my best.
You're so good with names, Aegytha.
I've been learning.
Yeah,
I am getting better every day.
it's paying off. Keep it up.
Thank you. I appreciate your support. We are friends.
We are friends. I'm glad you verbalized it. I wasn't sure, but that makes me more secure.
Wait, are we friends?
What?
Are we friends?
How could you ask that?
Can we establish this after we kill the vampire?
All the
Yeah,
shit
okay.
we've been through, Brand. And you ask.
She gets into position.
You're so right. I just wanted to make sure.
The vampire isn't very intelligent. He's a little, like, crazed right now, but apparently he has, like, the social faculties to understand, like, to wait this conversation out.
Just a
instead
second,
of
sure.
politeness.
Edgar, right?
Something
Shit.
left over from his former life. Edgar must have been very polite in order to for those manners to come through his vampire shit.
A vampire with manners! God, I love him.
I mean, most vampires have manners, just not like the crazy ones. Is anyone interested in peeing? Now's a good pee break time.
I will go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Edgar waits patiently while you go pee.
He taps his little foot and he like checks his wrist. There's no watch there, but he's checking it.
Dung Meadow.
Dung Meadow.
I see that you guys got this handled, and I cast a rope trick. I just go up into my little space. Go into my little Jenin hole.
Oh, that is definitely what you call it, right?
Your little Jenin hole.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like a little, like, diner up there. Like, you go up there and it's like a 50s diner.
Can you, like, customize it? Can it be,
Yeah,
like,
it's whatever the spellcaster
Nice.
wants, and it can fit up to 7 creatures.
I am so sorry that took so long.
No.
Alright, now we're all here.
Hello.
Are we ready to get back to it?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So
So Aegytha has first go.
Sweet. I'm so happy.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Aegytha kind of hunches her shoulders up to her ears and points her fingers towards the vampire and casts Eldritch Blast. She casts 3 beams. They kind of look almost like electricity, almost like water rippling across a surface through the air in like a vertical plane, and it's kind of like hard to look at. And so does a 15 hit?
15 just hits.
Alright, okay. And then I'm rolling my second to hit. That does not hit. And then does a 26 hit? Yes, it does. It does, I know it does.
Okay, the 12 doesn't hit, the other ones do.
Okay. So that is 18, 20, and that's it, 18 plus 20, so 38.
wow.
I should have asked you this before, but I'll ask you it now. That's my bad. Is this lethal or non-lethal?
Lethal.
Okay.
Aegytha!
Well,
She's not afraid to kill a man. She's still kind of wired in the ways of the bottom of the ocean where you either kill or die.
Is this guy even still standing?
yeah. I mean, you hit him fucking hard. He spins a few times. He goes, shh, shh, and then the second bolt, the 18 like knocks him, and then the 20 knocks him like the other way, and he spins a couple of times. He's never been hit like that in his life. Or his unlife. His life, or his dead life.
His flesh where he got hit is kind of like dripping and black.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's rotting a little bit.
Ooh. Was that necrotic damage?
Yeah. Oh wait, it is force damage. I checked. My other spell is necrotic. My bad.
Right, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Either
no,
way.
he's been hit very,
He's
very,
having a
very,
bad
very
day.
hard. He's having a bad day. But not bad enough so that he cannot go up to Brand and he's going to bite. And what's your AC? I can check. I can check what your AC is. I don't even have to ask.
I know what your AC is
right.
at all times.
Connor, what's your
Well-
AC?
It's 20.
Ah, that's high.
That's crazy.
He has plate armor and like this really big thick shield with a hawk on it.
Oh,
Buff as shit.
fuck.
I can take him.
Big ol' armor.
Me too.
It's like
I also
the
can.
shield is like
I did.
more than an inch thick,
Oh, you mean fight?
and it's solid metal.
And then you took 11 necrotic damage and 7 piercing damage.
So I take 17 points of damage. 99 minus 17 is 82. No, 72.
Oh god, somebody heal him quick.
Oh god. He's bleeding out, doctor.
As a reaction, I'm gonna zap him.
Zap his ass. Get him.
Get his ass. Bulk him up.
I'm gonna use Wrath of the Storm. When a creature within 5 feet that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use a reaction to cause the creature to make a Dex saving throw. He has to make a Dex save.
Imagine it's got a
Okay.
DC like 17, right, Con?
16.
Ooh,
16.
still
Alright.
good. Still good.
Spicy.
Not terrible.
No,
Of
no,
course.
no.
That's a natural 20.
Oh.
Well, he's still gonna take. Let me roll 3. He still takes 3 points of damage,
Nice.
3 of them.
Okay.
and that's my reaction. I just go, oh.
He does have a second attack, which is going to be an unarmed strike.
Oh. Can I use my reaction?
Maybe. Is that how it works?
With my sentinel feat, when an enemy attacks ally and the enemy is within 5 feet of me, I can do an unarmed strike or a melee attack against
Nice.
All right, do it.
them. Oh, it's 11 to hit. That was bad. Oh well.
Yeah, it doesn't make it.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's okay.
So, unarmed strike. Yeah, well, he rolled a 2. So I'm sure he swings and misses. He's a bit dazed and crazed.
Clearly.
Dazed and crazed.
I feel like this is something I probably should have done before the battle, but considering it's Edgar's turn and by extension mine, do we want to make one more intelligence check about vampires?
Oh.
Another history check, you mean?
Who hasn't done
Alright,
one?
I mean,
This is the first vampire Aegytha has ever seen in her life.
Okay.
I do know the most about him, I'd imagine.
Try again.
You can make one if
Please.
you want.
I'm gonna make another little history check. Alright, that's a 24.
Okay. This isn't like a vampire.
What?
This is a vampire spawn.
Dear God.
Yes.
And if you manage to not kill him, he could be a regular dude after this.
They are in a lot of trouble. Do take care not to kill this one. That would be involuntary manslaughter at the best.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, I'm sure the cops around here wouldn't know.
Oh.
Yes, but I know, and that makes all the difference, morally speaking. I say as I shake my head towards God, tisking under my voice.
What a great display of ethics in the middle of a heated battle.
While Jenin's saying this, he's just slowly slipping off his gloves, like he's like tugging at the fingertips, one glove at a time, before putting them in his breast pocket. Brushing himself off, kind of just waiting for the turn to roll over to him.
You remind me a lot of Tumbleweed.
Never say that to me again, please.
Okay.
That's also always a great move, though, taking off the gloves. So cool.
Alright, it's John's turn?
Is it?
It is John's
Hell
turn.
yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna stay where I am and try and attack the vampire, Edgar. Non-lethally, if that's an option.
Okay.
Remind me, is there like a penalty or like a higher difficulty?
Nope. Nope.
Ah,
If you attack non-lethally, it's just flavored as non-lethal.
then I'll just make my attacks straight. I have 2 attacks as a monk at level 12. It's 9 and 23.
The 23 hits.
I'll roll d8. Oh, damn it. Only 4 damage.
Are you gonna do your flurry of blows?
Yes, I will. Alright, I did 4 damage with the first strike, and I'd like to use my bonus action to flurry of blows for a key point and attacking 2 more times.
All right.
Ah, it's an 8 and a nat 20.
All right.
Nice.
So those are to hit,
To
right?
hit.
Okay. The nat 20 hits, of course.
How do we play with these criticals at the moment? I forget.
Double your damage.
Alright, so it'll just be 2d8 plus 3. Alright, it's gonna be 10 damage. Bludgeoning.
All right. I mean, it's nothing like the bolts of watery lightning that he just took. But I mean, he doesn't enjoy being punched.
No?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a bit underwhelming after the first hit, but like he's still properly offended.
Alright. I'll use my movement to circle around him and just go over here.
Sure.
And then I'll end my turn.
All right.
I just flanked him and went behind.
It's Jenin's turn?
It's Bran's turn, and then right?
Let me see.
Yes.
Oh shit, I thought Bran
Bran's
went.
turn.
No, Bran took a reaction. I'm stupid. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't even think I'm going to waste. How's this guy looking?
Bad. Kind of bad. Not super bad, but like he's bad. He's bad off.
All right. Well, in that case, I don't really want to waste a spell slot on him, to be honest.
Ooh, burn.
Don't.
You're not worth it, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, he's not even worth it. But I have flanking, right? So I have advantage.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Fuck him up!
Bulk him up.
Yeah,
Get his
what?
ass!
Get his ass.
On one end, you got a big wolf boy. On the other end, you got a big orc boy, and this thin little gangly twink's in the middle.
Wait, is he
Well,
a
Like
twink?
90% of my reading material.
That's a
I mean, he is
Oh.
now. He's a gangly twink
He
now.
has to be. When you're
that's a 17.
All vampires are.
That's a 17 plus 8, so I believe a 25. This is non-lethal.
Yeah, I guess a 25 hits. Yeah, I guess a 25 hits.
If it has to.
I guess. I mean, it could.
I can see that hitting. Yeah.
Theoretically.
Yeah, that could happen.
He takes 10 points of damage.
All right.
And I think what I do is I try to hit him with the flat part of the blade of my axe. So I'm just like basically hitting his head with a shovel.
Uh,
I played enough TF2
Like
to
a
know
zombie
that's lethal.
movie.
yeah.
Get down!
On the floor, everybody do the dinosaur.
All right. He does. He, like... It's not enough to, like, knock him on his ass, but he does make, like, a little... He makes, like, a squat. If this was a cartoon, there would be a funny little, like, boom sound. Maybe, like, a little springing sound effect.
Squished.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right. Now it's Jenin's turn.
Jenin
All
time.
right. I'm going to approach slowly, moving about 10 feet towards him, keeping about 5 feet away. I'm going to flavor this in the way where I take out my water skin and I splash him with it, and then I cast a ray of frost.
All right.
So I'm going to roll the hit. I'm going to use a point of lucky, because I just rolled a 2.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I just rolled an unnatural 20. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to cast a Ray of Frost, and it hits him for 3d8 cold, and his movement speed is reduced to 10 feet until the start of my next turn. It's
Okay.
like he splashes the water at the dude's feet, and then he casts Ray of Cold on it, and it creates these little, like, it like sticks his feet to the ground. So I'm going to roll 3d8 for my damage. Yep, 9 cold damage.
All right. He didn't like it. He's looking down at his feet and going, ugh, ugh. And he's like trying to move him a little bit, and he can't move him.
There we go.
Oh, chill out.
yeah, ice fun. Hell yeah. Chill out.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast... I'll double check it later, but I do know it's a bonus action. I'm going to cast Shadow Blade at 2nd level.
Whoa.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm casting it at fucking 4th level. I got spell slots.
What the hell?
And this magical Shadow Blade appears in Jenin's right hand as he kind of twirls it. Looks a lot like something you'd see a sword swallower use. Alright, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. So now, top of the order is Aegytha's turn once again.
All right, she and this is my bonus action. She, in between, Duran and Brand, the land kind of bubbles as she casts.
Oh boy.
Well, uses her feature Grasp of the Deep. The land next to you guys and between you guys kind of turns into mud, and out from it comes this giant tentacle who takes a swing at the vampire, and misses. After
Be like that.
after she misses, she's kind of like, oh man, and takes some Eldritch blasts at him again.
All right. I think when he's like reaching down to see what's wrong with his feet, the tentacle just kind of like whoops him over the head.
I love that.
So go for your Eldritch
Ooh,
Blast.
penny.
Alright, that is... His AC is 15, right? I
Yes.
rolled a 21 and a 22, and I'm making one
Those
more roll.
might hit.
Okay. And
Okay.
a 20.
Possibly.
All right, they all hit.
Alright,
Um,
so that's...
And is this non-lethal?
Yes, she has been
Okay.
told to hit non-lethally, and she will.
All right.
Alright, so that is 19 damage, 16 damage, and 22 damage.
So how exactly do you want to do this?
She kind of arcs like throws a finger gun, 1, 2, 3, and the kind of watery lightning traces around the back of him away from Brandon Duran, and just hits him right in the head. But it seems it kind of like stops right as it like meets his skull, like hitting a wall, and knocks him right on the floor.
Hell yeah.
He's out. I think like even the first one is enough, and the others just kind of like jolt him a little bit, but he's out. He's still like jolting a little bit once he's done, and like the thing is he's not breathing, but you can see that he's like still has animation in him.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Weird.
But he's incapacitated.
Whoops.
I'll stand over him, I'll say, chill out. Yeah.
I already said that. Why are you stealing my
I
line?
thought it was a callback. It's a running joke.
Brand is just gonna get down on one knee and take out some rope from his adventuring kit and tie up the guy's arms and legs. Like real tight.
While he's doing this, Jenin is just going to be pulling his gloves back on. So, this guy can be returned to normal. He's just a vampire spawn, nothing permanent. Good for him.
Right.
How do you fix it?
How do we do that, though?
I clap my little hands together. I kind of do a little... Well, last I remember, I think we got to deal with the vampire who did this to him.
Oh.
One. We'd have to do that anyways. I don't remember if you have to. It's all muddy, but we'll ask him before we kill him. How's that sound?
Okay.
Jenin would know this, right?
I guess. I mean, you could make another roll, but I'm sure we know how that's going to turn out.
I mean, at this point, I've rolled a 23 and a 24. I know it's a vampire spawn,
Yeah.
and I know it can be turned back to human.
Yeah. I think if you know what a vampire spawn is, then there's no way you wouldn't know where they come from.
Right, they're made by vampires, so I'm pretty sure we gotta fuck up that vampire who turned him into a spawn, right?
I can do that.
I think that sounds doable, and I kind of put my battle axe behind my cape. Let's go talk to this supposed vampire. And I start heading. Well, actually, I'm gonna pick up the vampire and throw him over my shoulder. By the way, I forgot one thing. I tie a gag around the vampire's mouth.
Good thinking.
It's just like a cloth gag.
Yeah, I like a cloth gag. I like rip off a piece of my cape or something. I'll mend it later.
Okay.
It's fine.
Well, with all the commotion you guys made, the sheriff, who is a halfling, comes out, and he's like, he's ready. He's been ready for this, like, for a long time. In fact, he's really happy that, like, something has happened 2 days in a row. Like, a little happier than he should be, considering, like, you know, more people are dead. The wife, by the way, is still wailing in the background. Oh my god, Edgar! Oh! You've attracted, like, the attention of the town and everything. They're just watching. They've never been so entertained. And so the sheriff comes out, and he says, Oi, what's all this then? What's going on here?
Oh,
We got a vampire guy, and she points at him.
Spawn. Specifically, it's a spawn.
here's a spawn.
Kind of jiggle him.
What Jenin said.
Another vampire! Oh, yeah!
No, spawn. Very specific, Jenin says, as he kind of,
Yeah.
like, walks around the halfling in a circle. It's very specifically a spawn. He leans down as he speaks. That means that there's, you know, a vampire turning them into spawn.
Well, we got a vampire. We got him last night. He's in the jail cell, you see?
I think we're going to want to talk to this vampire you have in your keep.
Maybe we can also put this guy. Can he turn into a bat?
He cannot.
Oh, okay.
Before we go off and do that, Bran just turns and walks over to the wife.
All right, the wife is still wailing and crying.
Wait, actually, before I do that, before I walk over there, I hand the spawn to Duran, and I just kind of sling him over my shoulder, over his shoulder, and I walk over to the wife, and I just put a hand on her shoulder.
She almost doesn't seem to notice the wailing continues.
Oh.
Ma'am, I give her a shake, trying to like kind of get her to like just look at me.
She continues wailing and then like collapses into your arms.
Oh, this is a little cliche. Is she like passed out?
No, she's just being very dramatic about it.
Okay. I just tell her everything is going to be okay. And I kind of like push her back a little bit so that we're looking face to face. Then I say, I bring up my ring and I say, by Threl Mushtar, we'll bring Edgar back to the way he was.
As you're talking to her, the wailing stops, the sobbing continues, and she like looks at the ring while she's still like, and then she starts going, ah! And starts collapsing again.
Brand just sighs and kind of peels her off of him and walks back to the group.
Wow.
All right.
Admirable efforts, really,
Yeah.
Brand. And I give a slow clap.
I just flip him
Yeah,
off.
thanks for dealing with that distressed woman. I would not be able to handle that.
Well, I did my best. To the jail cell.
Right.
Yep.
To the jail. This is my
Adventure!
Come
second
along, Edgar.
Only your second.
yeah, my friend Salzahar went to jail.
Oh, Salzahar.
Yeah. He's dead now, but that's
Oh.
okay.
I'm sorry. Or glad.
It's
if he
fine.
was bad.
No. Well, he was bad, but I liked him.
Such a dilemma when you like a bad person, huh?
It was not a problem.
Ah.
I promise.
Well, rip.
It's like when your favorite cleric gets canceled on Twitter, and you're like, "Oh, what do I do?"
You guys are talking amongst yourselves. You look around. Jenin's already gone. Jenin is already
We're
begun the
at- we're
trek
at-
towards
We've
we're at
been
the jail
talking
cell.
and walking.
Yeah,
yeah.
We've been
Talking and
talking and walking.
Jenin power jogged while you guys were talking.
Is,
Jenin
go ahead, sorry.
Jenin fucking power.
Is he a sheriff or is he like a white guard or a gray guard?
I think he's a sheriff. Out here, I don't even think they bother.
Oh.
They don't even have vanguards out here.
Nothing happens.
Alright.
I mean, like, this is the only thing to happen, like, within the lifespan of everyone who lives in this town.
All right.
We're living in a very this is, again, the year 505. Very peaceful era.
Yeah. So I guess we just walk into the jail cell, and the sheriff lets us in.
Yeah, the sheriff says, "Oh, you guys gotta see, I'm really glad you're here, because if you can take care of vampires, maybe you can take care of this guy.
He
We
keeps
can't
saying
really figure out
vampires, and I have
how
to keep
kill him."
correcting him that it's vampire spawn. I fucking
Yes.
shake his little
A
form.
fledgling vampire at best. There's still hope to save him, I think. Is that how it works?
He goes, oi, 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 I'm the sheriff
Yeah, yeah.
there.
I
You
flip
put
my
me
little
down,
piece
I'll
of,
put
I
you in
flip my
jail."
little illusory script in his face, and I'm Jenin the motherfucking Wonderous. You best step two, because I outrank you.
Everybody relax. And I push them apart and I say, Jenin, this man is not familiar with the vampires. This is all new to him. Mr. Sheriff, you should listen to Jenin. He's a very smart man.
Oh, I believe him. I believe him. He really has not registered the word vampire spawn, like, this whole time.
And Jenin, let's just listen to what the man has to say,
Yeah,
and maybe
yeah.
we'll glean something of importance out of it.
Well,
Sure.
Yes. I also like to contemplate in front of babies spinning up. That's my favorite thing to do, I say as I go down to the jail cell and I look inside and peer.
I say to the sheriff, Mr. Sheriff, what were you saying?
Right, so this guy here, we put him in, we have silver handcuffs specifically for this purpose. They've been sitting around doing nothing all these years, and I got to put my silver handcuffs on this guy. And you look in, and there is in fact a guy in silver handcuffs. He's like chained to the wall. His hands are like chained above his head, and the chain goes onto the wall, and he says, "Hello? Hello, is anybody out there? I really need to pee."
I
Oh,
am
he can
here.
talk. That's a step above the other
yeah,
one.
this other one's very feral, very just instinct, just raw.
He is properly restrained, right?
Yeah, he's like tied up.
Yeah.
He's a guy, well, the vampire spawn, he's restrained enough. The guy in the jail cell is a guy, and he's got his hands above his head. He's a tiefling, but that's not really the first thing you notice about him. The first thing you notice is how fucking gaudy this guy looks. Like, he's decked out in fancy finery and shit. And, like if Marie Antoinette looked this guy up and down, she would be like, he could tone it down a little bit, I think. He's got, like a tricorn hat.
So he's shackled to the wall, right?
He's shackled to the wall. And you can see, like, he's got, like, massive, like, sleeve cuffs that have slid down his arm with, like, little ruffles sticking out of him. So you can see, like, he really is cuffed to the wall. But, like, his coat is, like, giant shoulder pads and, like, snatched little waist. And the bottom, like, flares out like Seto Kaiba. He's wearing a cravat, and you don't know where, like, the oceanic ruffles of this cravat end and his ostentatious shirt starts.
So all you just keep saying, this man is my type, this man is my type, this man is my type. Okay, I hear you. Is the prison cell door open? Like, are we allowed to enter it? Has he done that for us? The sheriff?
You could ask, sure.
I kind of motion towards the door, so like, Sheriff, would you be so kind as to open this for me? I must examine the subject.
Yeah, sure.
Also, real quick, how many jail cells are there? Can we put our good buddy Edgar in the jail cell over?
Sure. I think there's 2 jail cells. They don't have the room or budget for any more than that.
Toss him in there.
Oh,
dude.
open the door for me. I always wanted to do this.
Yeah. I go ahead and I open it.
And then I swing him into there. Slam. Shut the door.
Looks like your town can only handle at most 2 vampires at once. Ain't that an issue?
Well, we've only got the 1 pair of silver handcuffs.
So less than that, even.
I step into the jail cell as he tells me this.
I'll go in there, too.
Aegytha does, too.
I approach the tiefling chained to the wall, and I don't say anything to him at first, as I kind of get closer, and my hand approaches the side of his face, as I kind of, like, put my thumb under his lip, and I lift it up to check his teeth.
He does, in fact, have very large fangs, but he's a tiefling, and plenty of them do.
I kind of lean in and I whisper, "You're not really a vampire, are you?"
No, that's what I've been telling everybody. I'm not a vampire.
I have an idea.
Yeah? Lay it on me.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and cast Turn Undead. I flash my my holy symbol, which is the ring around my finger, and it glows and pulses with light as I cast Turn Undead. If he is indeed undead, he's gonna have to make me a wisdom saving throw.
He's not undead.
I thought so. And then I just pull out my axe and I crack the.
Actually, I put both of my hands right in front of his axe before he does that. They only have 1 pair of silver handcuffs, and there's still a vampire on the loose. Is it really wise to do this?
I'm just doing the chain, not the handcuffs.
Oh, okay.
And I just hack the chain apart and let him go.
Oh, thank God!
Your Honorable Mr. Sheriff, this man is not a vampire.
Honorable dumbass.
Well, but he looks like a vampire, and he sounds like a vampire, and when he told us his name, it was some bullshit like Count Vafangula.
Do you know Count is a real rank that you could achieve in nobility?
He's in charge of a county.
Well,
right?
I think maybe he just has big teeth, which I'm not a vampire and I have big teeth, so that makes sense. And also, I just think he's the fanciest man I've ever seen in my life.
So fancy.
If someone told me what a vampire was and wasn't as specific as Jenin was, then I think I could get mixed.
Say.
I think we all understand the mistake here, but it is a mistake nonetheless.
well, then what was he doing in the house with the vampire guy sitting outside?
I look over at him. I look over at the tiefling, and I raise both my eyebrows like, well?
Well,
But I told you this when you threw me in here. My name is Velkin Vafangula, and I moved here from Zodia. I'm trying to become an interior designer. I've always had a passion for houses like this. And this house, oh, you don't understand. I've never seen a house so beautiful.
Right. Sure, it's
Wow.
decadent.
He likes houses.
He likes houses.
That's it. That's all.
Hold on. Let's slow down a bit. Sheriff,
Okay.
did you say that he was sitting next to a vampire guy?
Well, oh no, we found these, like, drained bodies, yeah?
Right.
And they were outside the house, and so we were like, oh, there's gotta be a vampire in here, you know, it looks like a vampire castle, you know? When you think of vampire castle, you think of this place.
Don't
Right.
know.
Right. Yes, but the thing is, this man is not undead, and all vampires are undead. It's kind of their thing.
Well, and Jenin just bites their tongue on that.
Well, then where's the real vampire?
I think that we should find that out.
Looks like we got a mystery on our hands.
Oh, I like a mystery.
Love a mystery, yeah.
Do you still have the drained bodies kept somewhere?
We didn't really, we were so busy with the mob that I think we just left them there.
Perfect.
That's perfect. Thank you for your incompetence.
Oh, it's my pleasure!
First time I've been happy to hear
I
about it.
appreciate it.
He did not catch the word incompetence.
Okay.
Nor would he know what it means. I look over towards the tiefling. So, would you like to join us in our little mystery? And I wiggle my fingers at that word mystery.
I also wiggle my fingers.
We're going to your house.
Well, listen, I don't do the fighting, you know. I only in school, like I was really only good at like a little bit of the conjuring.
Aegytha puts a hand on his shoulder and says, "Do not worry, I am so good at the fighting. I will do it."
Oh, yeah. She's so good.
Oh, thank God.
Between the two of us, I'm sure that we could conjure something up together. And I can shoot a wink.
I get it.
Aegytha also winks back.
Doesn't wink at Aegytha, he's winking at the tiefling. But you know what? Love Aegytha's spirit.